Hello everyone, I'm Havoc, and this is Minecraft All the Mods 6. And you're probably looking around at the glorious background, and you may see something under the water back there. That's right, that's a glass dome under the water. I have made the decision to go ahead and move over. I was considering starting to do some mine colonies stuff, but I'll be honest with you, it's not always easy to come by the resources for mine colonies vanilla ways, I guess you could say. It's usually better to get yourself a little established in the mod pack and then start the mine colony stuff. So I decided, hey, let's get our water dome built. And I found some waystones. This one, there's one down in there, and there's one back at the other base. We can go, and you'll see there are, other people's bases and stuff on the server here. Whoop, little bit laggy. Okay, so we still have access to over here. We can do what we need to do, and go when we get stuff situated. I think I'm going to move that onto the boat to be better, or maybe when I build the dock, that'll probably be best on the dock over there. That's from another portal and all. So this is pretty simple. Then we have the water dome and the dome surface. Well, you've seen the dome surface. Let's head inside the water dome. Now, don't be too critical on me. I am still, getting stuff set up. This thing right here, I use the builder, which I have somewhere around here, maybe? Or is it in my bag? Oh, and you'll probably notice I've done quite a lot of mining. I made a magnet. I've made, that hammer in the last episode. But also, Juniper made me some slime still tools. The only thing with them is they have this over slime ability, which seems to be relatively new, and I don't know how to charge over slime. I've tried crafting it with buckets of slime, water, slime balls, slime, anything you can imagine to charge that, and they take increased durability damage when you don't have any over slime, as they call it. I'm not sure how that works. If any of y'all know, I would love to hear from you about how that works. But we're kind of getting set up down here. You'll notice I've got a few extra machines down here. I've made a redstone furnace from thermal because for some reason, where's it at? This drying basin will no longer work. I don't know why, but it won't dry the rotten flesh. It just doesn't work anymore. So if you take 4 rotten flesh, throw it in this thing, it cooks it up. Also, the smoke effect from this is insane. That is a lot of smoke. It goes crazy. And I noticed that some of the vanilla furnaces kind of do the same thing. Just a little bit strange-ish, but yeah, there you go. 4 rotten flesh becomes 1 leather. It's horrible because 1 rotten flesh becomes 1 leather in the drying basin, but I can't get the basin to work. So that doesn't matter. Oh, you'll probably also notice I have a jetpack up to the copper level. Allows me to kind of fly around here and there. It's not that hard to make. Some copper, more copper, and some basic coils and redstone. This is sticks, iron, and redstone. Very easy to do. You just make the wooden jetpack, which all that I was lacking from the last time we tried to make it was 1 leather, which I finished the leather strap, made the wooden jetpack, used it, and these copper components to upgrade to the copper. Now the next level is to go to bronze, and I have not quite made bronze yet. But if you look in this chest, you'll see I've mined a significant amount of resources. Enough to really get moving. And you might notice a purifying factory over here. This is a new addition to the machines that we had. Yes, this setup right here allows me to triple ores. So I can show you. I'll take 1 osmium ore, toss it in here. It becomes 3 clumps. The clumps become dirty dust, and the dust becomes ink. And I mean, it's fast. You just saw that, right? 3 osmium ingots, faster than I could explain it to you. Now, the only issue that I have, let's take and put, I'm going to need, I believe iron is something I'm going to need a good bit more of. Let's throw in here. So 1 stack of iron ore will become 3 stacks of iron ingots. But if you look at my power, it's not moving because I have power backed up in our lava generators. Right back in here, I have the original 4. Well, I don't remember if I had the 4 last time I showed you. I had 2, I think, is what y'all saw. I added 2 more to make 4, and then when I moved over here, I just bumped it up to 8. They will run out of power here shortly, and this thing will start to drain. Now, down here, this little setup is how we are tripling the ores. So I have an electrolytic separator that takes water in and separates it into oxygen and hydrogen. I believe that's what that is. Yes, hydrogen. Hydrogen there, oxygen here. Now, the oxygen is only used right over in here in our purifying factory to take the 1 ore and make it into the 3 clumps. The 3 clumps, as you saw, moved over to the crusher, and it crushes all 3 of the clumps down into dirty dust, and then the dirty dust is run through the enricher to become the actual dust and then smelted. Look at that. 3 stacks of iron ready to rock and roll. And it didn't even touch our power, which is funny because what we have down here, every bit of the hydrogen runs over here and is burnt up in a gas burning generator, actually 2 gas burning generators. They produce the exact amount of power that this one sped up electrolytic separator consumes. So those 2 burning off the hydrogen power this separator exactly, and the byproduct, the oxygen, is just accumulated in this tank. And when it fills up with oxygen, it stops because it's set to idle. I have it set to dumping excess hydrogen, but it really should not ever get excess hydrogen down here because we are burning it in our gas burning generators to power this machine. And how I'm getting the water is real simple. Cooking for Blockhead's sink is an infinite water source. I take that water, and it is being pulled out by the mechanical pipe configured right here to pull, and it goes right into the electrolytic separator. Wow, I cannot speak. But that really helps out. Now over here, I added in an osmium compressor and another infusing factory, this one with refined obsidian. Oh hey, that's a wonderful thing to find right there. We need to process a few things. I don't think I have enough diamond in there to complete all of those, but that's okay. Oh, also, scuba tank and scuba mask from Mechanism. Not very expensive to make. Chemical take, some steel, infused alloy, and a basic circuit. And you can fill these things up with oxygen. Right, so down here, if I click on this tank, of course I have to take my scuba tank off. It's almost full already, but if you put it right in there, it fills it up. And if you put it in here, it will take oxygen out of it if it can. But that right there is incredibly helpful. I mean, we are in an underwater base, so if I press my button and turn on the oxygen, I can come out here and you'll see that I've got some more terraforming work to do from where I made this mess. But you'll see my oxygen just does not go down. My bubbles, they don't go down. That's because if you look in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see my scuba tank is on and I have that much oxygen, which is slowly burning away. I don't know how long this lasts exactly, but it's a pretty good long time. I also have free runners, which allow me to step up 1 block. Of course, I'm swimming. But I came over here to build my dome in the warm ocean because this is where the coral reefs are. And I'm fairly certain some really cool looking fish will spawn around here as well. But there's some really cool stuff. There's an underwater ravine, there's the coral, there's the lights, the sea pickles. I really felt like this was better. Over by our mine colonies base, it's dull. It's super dull. Underwater is pretty much just gravel everywhere. Nothing really lit up. The water, I'm fairly certain, is a darker blue too. It just looks dull. it was not enjoyable. Let's come in here. We can turn the oxygen off. I don't know how long we were out there for, but I mean, it used 3,000 and some change of the 24,000 that it has. So you can stay underwater for quite a while with that. And then when it runs out, your bubbles will start to go down. I have not tested carrying an extra tank of oxygen on you to see. You can probably swap out one scuba tank for another one, most likely. I have not tried it though, but absolutely loving Mekanism, and I'm kind of trying to stick with Mekanism as much as I can for as many of the different things that I want to do. Right now, like I said, you don't really notice the power issue. Let's see. If I just go ahead and process a bunch of stuff, I'm going to need more osmium. We're going to throw stacks in here and just let that run. This should eventually start going down as our buffers of energy empty. You see, again, right now, if you look at this, it's producing, right down here, 1.28 kFe per tick. So is the other one right over there, 1.28. If you add those together, you get 2.56, and if you look at what this is using, it's 2.56. So they power this machine for free. As long as this machine turns on, it produces enough excess hydrogen to fuel itself, to power itself, and it doesn't really drain on our system that much. Let's see. These back here, I forget, the heat generators, that's what they're called. I want to see if I can click on one. Let's see, they've got to have some internal power in them. No, it's pretty much running out. This should start dropping here pretty soon because these machines can be quite power hungry. And when it does, when it starts dropping, it drops rapidly when I'm running a bunch of machines at once. And it becomes an issue where I cannot complete as many operations at a time as I would like to. And let's see. I was looking at ways in which we could get more power. I'm going to want to set up passive power production. Oh, I tell you why this thing isn't dropping. It's because the universal power cables themselves have an internal buffer, and the reason it has not been dropping very much is these are elite. You notice that each of these hold 8.6 million RFE. I don't think each of them do. I think it's the total for what's in these. Yeah, so now there you go. Now it's dropping, and pretty rapidly with the machines running, and that's why I need to get a better power setup. And the server's up all the time. I'm not on it all the time. So what I can do is I can set it up so that I have maybe solar panels that are filling up a really large power supply. See, this is a single energy cube. It holds 25.6 million FE, which is great, but I need more. And this does have Mekanism in it. So we have our wonderful induction matrix that we can make. Now to get to this, we need, these more advanced things, which is what I'm working on getting the resources for. But if you go, these energy tablets take a lot of gold. If you make an induction matrix, you can hold a lot, an absolute load of power, and move an absolute load of power in and out of it. And I can just make a really big one that holds a whole lot of power while I'm not on. Just fills up slowly, trickles in while I'm not on, and then I can make use of that when I get on. But I need access to light, and I'm underwater. So solar panels won't work great under here. I don't want to run a cable all the way up to the surface and build something floating in the middle of the ocean out here. What I want to do is come over here on the land, drop down some solar panels, and then put down what is called a quantum entangloporter. This wonderful thing is quite expensive, and you need 2 of them. in order to wirelessly move pretty much anything. Power, items, fluids, gases, heat. I'm pretty sure you can move heat through this, which is another form of energy in the Mechanism mod, which we will get into because I'll be building reactors, turbines, coolers, boilers, all the fun stuff later on, because I'm going to deep dive here into Mechanism this time. I always use the Mechanism machines, but I don't always use much of the rest of it. Another thing that I'm kind of interested in looking into is, I think it's called ethylene. Ethylene? I don't know how to spell it. Let's see. At Mechanism. So substrate is used right here, ethylene. Ethylene is made with biofuel, some hydrogen, some water, biofuel. You get substrate as a byproduct and you get ethylene. And ethylene itself is used as a fuel. It's not really showing it in here. Ethylene, maybe it's the liquid ethylene that's used as the fuel. I don't know. Anyways, it goes in the gas burning generator, which means it won't be the liquid version. It will be the ethylene itself, which is a gas. This burns in the gas burning generators and produces an excessive amount of power. And so I want to get that set up as well, play around with that. I want to do a lot of those really interesting things power-wise. But today, let's get our Entangloporter. Let's see, what is it going to take again? This one should be pretty simple. Atomic alloys. I've already got some of these. I think I'm going to need 16 in total. Let's go ahead and put 8 in here for now. This machine's not upgraded, is it? No. Okay. It is one of my newer ones. You'll have to be patient. But let's see. I've got to go down the chain. I think I need 32 of these in order to upgrade them. Hold on here before I consume my resources and realize I've made a mistake. I need 4 of the ultimates, which means 8 of these wonderful things, which I just made, which means I will have to make the rest of them. Gives us our ultimate control circuits. I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, so I need 4 more of those plus what's in the recipe, which is going to be another 4, so I do need the 8 additional ones I was going to do. Hopefully I have enough refined obsidian to do 8. I didn't look to see how much each one of those takes. I think I've got enough. I'm fairly certain I made exactly how many of those I was going to need. Oh, clicking on the wrong thing. Okay, and we should have everything else. I did a little bit of the preparation work beforehand. Yeah, I made exactly enough. So I need 1, 2 teleportation cores, and then we get 2 quantum Entangloporters. This is great. So now I can set up one somewhere on the back end in here. I also don't know how I'm going to utilize this exactly. I want to do, I don't know, something maybe like my bedroom will be closer to the top. I don't want to block out too much of the visuals here. I'm also planning on doing tunnels that kind of head out and build other domes down here. I still have the builders somewhere right here. This thing, by the way, takes all the Modium nuggets, some ender pearls, and a machine frame. That's just blue dye, iron, and gold nuggets, and then redstone blocks. All the Modium By the way, I have found quite a few pieces of it. Let's see, where's it at? Do I still have it on me? Uh-oh. Oh no. I found several pieces and put it somewhere, and I think I'm just missing it now. I sure hope I didn't lose it, because that would be a sad day for sure. But I found several more pieces, and I think I'm just not seeing them. If I do this, can I filter for all the ores are going to show up because it's all the ores. Gold, silver, iron, nickel, uranium. Uranium. Oh, I'm starting to get a little concerned now. There it is. Okay, right there, right next to the allthemodium. 4 more pieces. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but I can triple that. You got to remember that. I can triple that. In fact, Mechanism goes all the way up to 5 times ore processing eventually, but it's a pretty big setup to get to there. So, with our quantum entanglo porters, I can wirelessly move power. I got distracted. I was talking about doing additions to our underwater base here. I'm going to have multiple domes, tunnels that go between them, and something that'll go up to the surface. And I want to build something on the surface, you know. Probably have a dome that is near the surface of the water and breaches the surface of the water and do crop growing and animals and stuff there. I think that would look neat. But what I want to do now is look at these solar panels. Why is this filter thing showing up here now? Oh, stuff's going crazy. There we go. Click off of the filter there, and now it's gone. Whatever mod that is adding that in is a little bit wonky. It's going to need some love and attention. So this is what I want. I want the advanced solar generator. I want not just one, I want a few of these, but I need to get one to begin with. Iron, infused alloy, easy. Solar generators. Osmium, infused alloys, iron, all easy. Energy tablets, not too bad. Solar panels. Redstone and more infused alloys. Osmium, pretty easy. Solar panels from Powa. Okay, so this is where it's going to be a little interesting. I have to get into these items from the Powa mod. It's just glass pane, lapis, and this stuff. Let's see. I don't really see the need to get the lava bucket because I have blaze rods and I can... What gets me the most? Is it going to be the crusher? Oh, so I thought you could enrich these as well, but maybe not. Looks like the crusher. Yep. Which is cool. Hold up. I didn't know that they could be turned back in. Interesting. Let me have that blaze powder, please. And then we can turn that back on. I'm just turning the auto eject on and off to prevent it from slinging stuff across over there. So we've got to go back down the rabbit hole to get to this. And now we have loads of it. Job's done. What was that called? Dielectric paste. Interesting. Capacitors. Interesting. I'm going to need some redstone blocks. I don't know where I'll come by redstone. I've got a little bit of that. I was mining down near the bottom of the mining dimension. And thanks to that, that button is not... They're in terrible places. Come on now, let's fix that. Okay, so we're also going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 energy tablets eventually. And we need to make these things. I'm missing, what is that, glass panes, I think. Alright, now that we've made all kinds of a mess, can we actually make some of these? So I've got to do 3, and I need 4 of them, so I need 12. Oh boy. These capacitors. And then we're what? Doubling them to make them into tiny ones. I need to look into the power mod. I don't know anything about this. Dielectric rod. I'm gonna need iron rods. Good thing somebody made a whole bunch of iron. Iron bars. Iron rods. Been playing Satisfactory. Shh, don't tell anyone. Okay. Half of these need to be the other way. Oh wait, that only makes 4? Oh boy. That makes 1 of these. Ouch. Because I need 12 of these. Okay. So we gotta make quite a lot of those. It's just gonna take a little bit. This is what I want. Hold on here, getting a little bit lost. 6. Did I just hear something on my ladder? I did. There's a creeper down there. Hello, buddy. I was about to say, this leads to a cave. In case any of you are wondering how the creeper got down here, it leads to a cave. And it's maybe not lit up well enough. I don't know. We'll look at that. I mean, if you can't tell, I was spamming torches out. I'm supposed to be down here by myself, and then I hear a creeper, well, I hear something on the ladder. A little bit disturbing. A little bit disturbing. Lapis. Oh no. Okay, good. I have more lapis. Never mind. Not oh no. So this is going to be a bit expensive to get these solar panels. So I need 12 of these, and each of these need 3, so I need 36 minus the 6 there, so I need 30. Holy cow, I don't have enough of anything here whatsoever. Oh, might have made too many of those, but that's okay. We'll get things figured out. Now I need iron. We'll make it through this together. Painful. Did I have any more of those left over? The tiny capacitors. So I need glass panes. I'm gonna need more glass. This is a resource sink, a lot more than I was expecting, to be real honest with everyone here. A huge resource sink. I need more of that paste. Goodness gracious. How did we... I don't even remember how we made that paste again. Blaze rods, blaze powder. Maybe I'm going to do the lava bucket method this time because I don't want to run through all my blaze powder. Let's dump that water out. I carry on me a tank of lava. Nope. What is that? There we go. Change the mode. Do not want to place lava down. No, thank you. Okay, so this one. Oh, that's going to be single crafts because I need a bucket of lava every time. Ouch. Oh. And I don't have any more. We may not be getting our advanced solar panel right now. Oh boy, I've only got 4. I can make 1 solar generator. Oh, the pain is real. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to get some more items before we can get our solar generator set up. We got our quantum entanglo porters built. I can put those down. I've got to do more work off the camera. Holy cow, solar panels are expensive in all the Mod 6 thanks to the incorporation of these solar panel pieces from Powwow. Okay, let's see what we're going to do here. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to hit the like button. I really do appreciate it. And if you're enjoying my content and you are not already subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. I would really appreciate that from everyone, truly. And as always, I will see you all next time.